My authentic self is really being involved in the creative and the granular. So I went online, I bought all these cardboard boxes.
Meghan Markle, once celebrated as a modern-day fairy tale princess, now faces the stark reality of her public humiliation. From Hollywood obscurity to royal grandeur, her story took a turn that nobody saw coming, and certainly no one predicted it would spiral into this. What was meant to be a shining example of success has turned into a cautionary tale of ego, entitlement, and broken promises. And guess who's exposing it all? Tom Bower. His latest revelations have peeled back the layers of Meghan's carefully crafted persona, and what we're seeing now is more than just a few media missteps. This is a full-blown fall from grace.
Right?
Trust me, you won't want to miss this breakdown. Meghan's journey is about to take a very dramatic twist. Stay with us until the end, because you won't believe the level of public humiliation Meghan has faced, and continues to face.
Authentic, I don't think...
Meghan Markle, once hailed as the next big thing in the royal family, quickly went from being seen as a symbol of modernity and progress to a deeply polarizing figure. Her grand escape from the royal family, meant to be a triumphant march toward independence, has instead led her into a spiral of self-inflicted humiliation.
When it comes to Meghan now, she is separate.
Tom Bower, one of Meghan's fiercest critics and a best-selling investigative biographer, has repeatedly pointed out that Meghan's rise to fame wasn't nearly as magical as it seemed. Her focus, according to Bower, was never truly on the crown or public service. It was always on the brand she wanted to build. And that brand? It's crumbling.
Space. We know that there's a lot of work.
But here's the twist. Meghan's rebranding efforts post-royal life have backfired spectacularly. What once appeared as an elegant escape has turned into a desperate scramble for relevance. Keep watching, because this could be the biggest public humiliation of Meghan's career.
Time ago, well before I was even on Suits, I think.
After the royal exit, Meghan's image shifted dramatically from dutiful duchess to lifestyle guru. But was it really a smart pivot? Her new ventures, as ever, her jam and wellness brand, have been widely criticised as overpriced and directionless. What was supposed to be a high-end brand steeped in royal glamour has instead been reduced to a collection of jams and oils, making Meghan look more like an influencer trying to make a quick buck than a respected royal figure.
Even that are still in my life.
And this wasn't the only blow to her credibility. Meghan's ongoing PR stunts, including Instagram posts, podcast appearances, and even a celebrity wedding outing, only seem to confirm what critics have said all along. Meghan is out of touch with reality. Gone are the days of being a royal duchess. Now she's just another celebrity trying to claw her way back into the limelight. But what happened behind the scenes? What's the real story behind Meghan's royal departure? And why did it all unravel so quickly? Stay tuned as we uncover the truth about Meghan's fall from grace, with shocking insights from Tom Bower himself.
Concerns and conversations about how dark.
One of the most telling incidents in Meghan's post-royal life happened during a trip to Sandringham. What was meant to be a simple royal shooting weekend quickly turned into a public spectacle. While Harry tried to maintain his usual charm and make friends, Meghan's sharp criticisms of everyone around her raised eyebrows. Multiple reports from those present at the shooting party indicated that Meghan's behaviour was less than regal. She complained incessantly about the way people spoke, the mannerisms they exhibited, and generally everything that didn't align with her idea of royalty. The royal staff, who had always kept a cool exterior, found themselves privately discussing how difficult Meghan was to be around. It was a moment of public reckoning that Meghan simply couldn't ignore.
But all you want to do as parents is protect.
But the royal family's patience with Meghan was wearing thin, and it wasn't just the staff who noticed her behaviour. Could this be the tipping point for the Sussexes' image? Stick with us, because this moment set the stage for a very public downfall.
So we can hear from those PAs, who I know at least one of them was regularly reduced to tears.
If anyone has been outspoken about Meghan's antics, it's Piers Morgan. The British broadcaster has been a constant thorn in Meghan's side, tearing apart her narrative at every turn. And in his fiery broadcast, Piers didn't hold back. He slammed Meghan for her obsession with portraying herself as a victim while simultaneously demanding attention and sympathy. According to Piers, Meghan's entire post-royal career has been a masterclass in manipulation. She doesn't want privacy. She craves the spotlight, but only on her terms. Piers noted how her interviews are rarely about causes she cares about. Instead, they're centered around her personal struggles, with the people she claims to uplift barely getting a word in. This was a striking critique, especially since Meghan had positioned herself as someone who wanted to make a difference, not just sell her personal brand.
In other words, do you want
What does that mean? What is too much?
In other words, I think.
But this is only the beginning. Piers Morgan didn't stop there. His critique only grew sharper, and what he exposed about Meghan's real motives could change everything. Meghan Markle's relationship with the royal family has always been complicated, but according to Tom Bower, the truth is much darker than we were led to believe. Meghan, Bower argues, never truly wanted to be a working royal. She was always more interested in global fame than royal duty. She wanted the title, the attention, but not the responsibilities. From her clashes with royal protocols to her constant frustration with the constraints of royal life, Meghan made it clear early on that she was out for personal gain, not service to the monarchy. Bower explains that Meghan's reluctance to embrace the true nature of royal work only fueled her desire to escape. Her departure wasn't about finding freedom, it was about creating a new empire. But was this empire built on lies? What happens when the public finds out the truth about Meghan's manipulations? Let's dive deeper into how Meghan's royal brand became nothing more than a marketing scheme.
Signs of possible suicide. That is.
Harry's role in this whole saga has been just as controversial. For all of Meghan's talk about forging her own path, she has relied heavily on Harry's royal status to advance her career. And it's Harry who has become the pawn in this high-stakes game of celebrity and power. Bower reveals that Meghan knew exactly how to press Harry's emotional buttons, particularly his vulnerabilities, like the loss of his mother, Princess Diana. She used Harry's personal pain to manipulate him into supporting her ventures, all while maintaining her carefully curated image as a loving wife and mother. But what happens when the truth about this manipulation starts to surface? Will Harry ever break free from his wife's control? And what about Harry's growing isolation? Could Meghan's tight grip on him finally cause a fracture in their marriage? Stick with us as we uncover the dramatic shifts in their relationship and Harry's slowly unravelling world. Meghan Markle's post-royal career has been littered with misfires. Her children's book, The Bench, was met with lukewarm reviews, and her much-hyped Spotify podcast, Archetypes, was cancelled after just one season. Let's not even get started on the Netflix deal that promised so much but delivered so little. Despite the media attention and the multi-million-dollar deals, Meghan's ventures have failed to make the impact she expected. The public's patience with her has worn thin, and critics have accused her of being a one-trick pony. Someone who knows how to sell a brand, but not how to sustain it. Could Meghan's empire be on the verge of collapse? With no clear direction and a mounting list of failed projects, will her carefully constructed persona finally crumble? Keep watching as we reveal the shocking truth behind her struggle to stay relevant. As Meghan and Harry continue to scramble for relevance, the cracks in the Sussex brand are becoming impossible to ignore. Meghan's Instagram posts are starting to feel forced, Harry's public appearances are more awkward than ever, and the once-adoring public has begun to turn their backs. What was once a brand built on social justice and compassion now seems to be driven by ego and self-promotion. Tom Bower's revelations only add fuel to the fire, with insiders pointing to growing resentment in Hollywood. The A-listers Meghan once hoped to align herself with are reportedly distancing themselves, and the couple's efforts to secure a place in the celebrity elite are falling flat. Will Harry and Meghan's royal empire finally come crashing down? The evidence is mounting, and it's not looking good for the Sussexes. Stay with us as we break down how Meghan's royal status is quickly becoming irrelevant. Meghan Markle's downfall isn't just about failed projects and controversial statements. It's about the unravelling of a carefully curated image. Her royal title no longer carries the weight it once did, and her attempts to stay relevant have only exposed her desperation. From trying to sell overpriced wellness products to crafting emotional narratives that fail to resonate, Meghan's post-royal career has been a masterclass in reinvention gone wrong. The public has moved on, and the royal family is thriving without her. What remains is a woman scrambling to maintain relevance in a world that's already moved past her. So, what do you think about Meghan's public downfall? Has her fame peaked, or is she on the brink of losing it all? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more juicy insights into the world of Meghan and Harry's royal drama. The story isn't over yet, and we'll be here to follow it every step of the way.